Welcome to the Our Team Podcast, powered by eXp Realty. Are you an agent looking to level up? Are you someone looking to buy or sell real estate? Fantastic. This is the show for you. I'm good at this. Anyways, welcome to the Our Team Podcast. I'm your host, Eric Johnson. I'm here with Luke Cameron.
That's me.
That's you. Yes, we're aware, and so is everybody else.
That's good.
This is the guy that talks all the time. No, I'm kidding. Today we're actually going to sit down and kind of continue with talking about what to do as a buyer as we're working with clients. So we're working with you, and we're talking about the topic of, we got your offer accepted, now what?
That's great. I love that topic. We're talking about what it's like after you get your offer accepted. Great topic. Not a lot of people know what that's like. They just think, oh, my offer gets accepted, and then you kind of take care of everything.
Yeah, but then they think, oh, my agent is bothering me, and then I'm bothering my agent because I want to know where we're at and when we're going to close and when I can move in and when can I have my keys. And the agent keeps saying, no, eventually.
Eventually. Once escrow closes, which we're going to talk through the escrow kind of process here.
Let's start talking about...
Let's get into it.
Into the topic and talk about this specifically. So,
okay.
With that in mind, I got you, Luke,
Yes, sir.
are now in escrow.
Perfect.
How do we get escrow open?
Well, first thing would be your earnest money deposit.
Perfect.
So you need to, whatever we wrote up in the offer, you need to get your earnest money deposit. Sometimes it's, it's like 5% or whatever it takes. You need to get that earnest money deposit in as soon as possible to open escrow. As soon as that money's in, escrow opens, and then the flood of everything starts. Your clock starts, kind of your 17 days starts. Everything starts as soon as that money is in, escrow opens, and then everyone starts talking back and forth. It's going to be emails, it's going to be phone calls, it's going to be crazy, but that's what starts the whole process. So that's, I would say, the most important thing is the earnest money deposit, because without that, nothing starts.
I heard you say 17 days. What does 17 days mean?
That's your contingency period. So some people don't realize that if you do end up opening escrow on a property, you have 16 nights, 17 days to sleep on it. And within those time, if you don't want to go through with a purchase, you can back out of it. You have that 17-day. I always tell my buyers, California, love your buyers. They protect you a lot. So you have that 17-day contingency period where if you say, you know what, I'm not liking it, I'm not liking what we heard about the home inspection or anything, you go, we want to back out of it. And we go, of course, let's let them know. And you get your money back. After that time, it's a little bit harder to get your money back, but I'm going to fight my darndest to get your money back as much as we can. But yeah, so 16 nights, 17 days to think about it. And yeah, a lot of people don't know that. That's why I try and let them know, look, it's okay. 17 days, 17-day contingency period. Just take a breath.
But that is for the buyer's side only,
correct?
Not for the seller.
Just the buyer's side.
Let's just kind of talk about what's encompassed in those 17 days. What are we going to get done?
We're going to get a lot done. A lot happens in that 17-day period.
Like what?
Well, you're going to have your home inspection.
Okay.
So that's when your agent and you come together. You schedule a day where an inspector can come out, does a full inspection of the property. He can find any issues, any problems that might be in the condition of the property, and gives a very detailed report, photos, everything. And then after that, then you go into negotiations after the inspection. So that's where your request for repairs comes in. We talk with our buyers and we say, hey, what do you want to get fixed? I need this to be fixed. And it's a request. So I'll talk about that in a second. But you talk with your buyer, you say, look, the roof is in shambles. It needs a new roof. Or they say, well, they need to replace this outlet or water heater or whatever could come up in that inspection. And then you put together a request for repairs. The agent, us and our buyer put together a request for repairs, and we submit it to the sellers. And then they can say yes or no, or they can counter with, we'll cover 60%, 90%, whatever. Or they can say none of it. And then at that point, that's when a lot of deals actually fall out of escrow, is because buyers get into a home, they don't know what's going on with the home, and then they go, I found out that this place needs a new roof. Seller doesn't want to pay for it. I don't want to pay for it. We back out of escrow. Completely fine. Yeah.
What else are we seeing? Disclosures.
Yes, disclosures about the property. So anything that's gone wrong, disclosures are information about the property. So whatever repairs have been done or anything they need to know about the house, that will be in the disclosures. Then your appraisal comes in. Your lender requires an appraisal for the property. It's called fair market value of the property. So it ensures that the property aligns with the loan amount, to make sure they're not overbidding or under, it's all about the money. At the end of the day,
always about the money.
It's all about the money. And then your loan processing also comes into play. When we talk lender, we always talk loan. So you work with your lender to complete the loan application process. You provide any documentation or information to facilitate the underwriting and approval of your mortgage. And then title search and title insurance. That's a big one as well. So title insurance, it protects you. That's the big thing. It protects you in unforeseen issues arise in the future. So we love our title company.
I was going to say, we call them clouds on title.
Yes.
Problems that arise. So
yeah.
Somebody who didn't ever declare that they had a right to it and comes back, that's what your title insurance is for.
That's right. Yeah, title's a big one. So after title insurance, title search and insurance, then comes homeowners insurance. That's the one that everyone loves. Homeowners insurance. Do we need it? Do we not? Of course you need it.
I was going to say the next one, honestly, after homeowners insurance, it's kind of like a bracket underneath fire insurance.
True. Yeah.
Depending on the area.
Yeah.
And where you need to be.
Right.
And that's got to get that done to close. And that's going to be part of the disclosure window. If you can't get fire insurance, then that could be a point of contention. Yeah,
that was a big one in the last deal I had going on was fire insurance because they were out in Awonga. They had to have that clearance from the house and all that. Yeah, that's a big thing down here, especially in California, Southern California too. So homeowners insurance, you obtain the insurance, protect your investment. It's your home. It's for most people, I would say 98% of people, it is the biggest purchase you're ever going to make is your home. You want to protect that. You'd get insurance on a rental car. Why not get it on your home? There's that time. It's those first 17 days where all the most important stuff happens.
I agree with that.
It's because that contingency period. You're not going to have your home inspection on day 16. You're going to have it as soon as possible because that's what's going to reveal everything about that property. And it determines if the deal goes through or not. Why schedule it for later on? As soon as it's contingency removed, the accelerator gets pushed. Yes. And the deal can close. I mean, the deal can close very quick. I had a 30-day escrow that went down to a 21-day escrow because on day 17, all contingencies were removed. 4 days later, we closed because everything got taken care of.
I can speak to that from a personal side. We were a cash buyer. What was going to be a 21-day escrow almost to 10 days.
Wow. Yeah.
Cash.
Cash it's easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so all the money's already there. So the final walkthrough is kind of you get your buyers. They go through, they conduct a final walkthrough of the property and make sure it's in the agreed upon condition that I talked about in the request for repairs. So if we said, hey, we need smoke detectors replaced, we need that outlet fixed, we need that window was cracked, we need that fixed, whatever, new flooring, new carpet, whatever. If it was agreed upon and it's not done in your final walkthrough, us agents do what's called verification of property. And we say, hey, you guys didn't do this. We need this done. If they are met, then we go, okay, this is great. Final walkthrough. It's in the condition we agreed upon. And then your closing disclosure. So closing disclosure is a breakdown of the costs, fees, anything involved with money in that transaction would be in the closing disclosure. And as long as everything's accurate and agreed upon, it's good to go. It all goes very fast. Then you guys move on to what's called basically funding the purchase. There's a few other things that happen in between there, but we are ensuring that you have the necessary funds for closing costs and a down payment. Now, closing costs is a big thing. Those are always up for negotiation between who's going to cover them. Sometimes deals are made or broken over closing costs. But so as soon as the funds are provided, usually in like a cashier's check or a wire transfer, that's kind of your house. Then you go on to utilities. Services, you make sure you arrange the transfer of utilities, everything into your name because now you're the homeowner. Make sure to get that changed before moving in because if you go in, hand you keys, you walk in and your water doesn't turn on, it's kind of a bad scenario. Then you get to move into your home. You get your keys, you get to move in and start your new life in your new home. So that's kind of a step-by-step breakdown of what it looks like on the buyer's side of
At least being the client.
At least, the client. It happens very quickly. There's going to be a lot of phone calls. There's going to be even more emails. And as agents, we're here to help. We're here to answer all your questions. We're here to walk you through that. And I'd like to go through another one, kind of what it looks like on the agent side of the buying process, because this is what it's like to be the buyer, the home buyer. Agents do a lot of things behind the scenes that maybe you don't know. A lot of things we're scheduling. So I think we could do another one talking about that. But
I think it would be a fun topic coming from the agent side, because we do keep a lot of the behind the scenes because it's
right.
It's our job to worry about it. But it's 30 day. Typically, it's a 30-day escrow, and in that time, you get to know your agent really well, because communication is all the time.
Yes, yeah, it's usually at least one phone call every day, if not two. But yeah,
of course, because everybody, including the agent, we all want it to go through, but we also are excited nonetheless.
That's right.
We're excited for the client, and we want to push the other agent just as much as you guys are pushing us.
Yeah,
we want to get it done as well.
Yeah.
So, I thank you so much for your time, Luke. Yeah. This has been so much fun.
It's good. I like this.
We'll have to do this again, so we will see you on the next one.
Hey, wait, before you go, would you do us a favor? If you found any value in this content, would you please like and subscribe to it? Maybe even leave a comment. It really helps us out.